Hello students of Standard 10th. Welcome to DAV Mall Public School. I'm your English teacher Jagruti Mishra. Let's begin our today's online session of English. Today we will start with a new topic from your first flight, Glimpses of India, in which today we will study about a baker from Goa. A baker from Goa is first part of Glimpses of India. It revolves around the relevance of a baker in the Goan culture, which dates back to the time when Portuguese ruled over the city of Goa. The Portuguese may have left, but the bread makers continue to have an inevitable stature. In this story, the author recalls his childhood days and their excitement on seeing the baker. They were enthusiastic to the point that they would run to him as soon as they woke up without even brushing their teeth. A Baker from Goa is written by Lucia Rodriguez. In this extract, the author remembers his old days in Goa when the village baker occupied an important place in life. Although, with the passage of time, people do not eat so much bread, yet the village bakers are still there. The Portuguese were famous for preparing the loaves of bread. They left Goa long ago, but the traditional work of the bakers can still be seen in Goa. The furnaces in which the bread was baked still exist there. The sound of the traditional baker's bamboo can still be heard. Someone in the baker's family still carries on the business and the tradition. These bakers are known as peddlers in Goa even today. Also, the author recalls that a baker used to visit the village twice a day. He used to be the author's friend and guide. He used to carry a bamboo stick. The sound of this stick used to wake up the authors and others from sleep. The servant from the different houses brought loaves, but the author ran to the baker for buying bread bangles. The baker's bamboo stick was a special one. He made the sound jang jang by banging his bamboo on the ground. With one hand, the baker supported the basket of bread on his head, and with the other, he struck the ground with the bamboo. Whenever someone came to him to buy bread, he placed the basket on the bamboo. The author and the others looked into his basket. In those times, it was a fashion to eat bread with hot tea. The author was so fond of bread that he would not even brush his teeth before eating it. The village baker was especially important for all occasions. The villagers were much fond of sweet bread known as ball. Marriage gifts were meaningless without these sweet breads. Sandwiches, cakes, and bohinas were a much for Christmas as well as other festivals. These were made with the bread. Thus, the presence of baker's furnace was very essential in each village. On all occasions, the villagers needed one or another type of cake which could be baked in the furnace. The baker or the bread seller wore a special particular dress. It was known as the kabai. It was a single piece long frock. It reached down to his knees. During the narrator's childhood, bakers wore trousers which were shorter than full length and longer than half pants. Even today, if someone wears a half pant, he is said to be dressed like a paper. The baker usually collected bills at the end of the month. In the household, the baker's monthly accounts used to be recorded on small wall in pencil. Baking was a profitable business in those days. The bakers used to be well off. Their families never starved. Their plump bodies showed that they were really open with testimony to their prosperity. Dear students, here we end the lesson. Dear students, based on our today's session, here is a short exercise for you. Have a nice day. Thank you.